I bet a lot of you creators and editors nod along to this common frustration. You get handed these epic-length Zoom calls or raw podcast downloads that need turning around instantly. The client expects a whole stack of ready-to-post clips by the next morning. They're asking for viral reels, crisp short-form edits, captions, and even thumbnails all polished. Meanwhile, you are staring down a 3-hour file wondering where on earth to even begin editing. That exact feeling was me until I started leveraging smarter tools in my process. Today, I want to highlight one tool that genuinely solves that core problem of long video conversion. It turns massive files into a batch of share-ready clips without completely destroying your schedule. Let's talk about Vizard. Yes, that specific Vizard you might have heard about. I need to be transparent. I test a massive amount of creative software regularly. Some are fantastic for sharpening up grainy footage or denoising low-light recordings. Others excel at deep color grading or making shaky motion look perfectly stabilized. But the problem that pops up way more often is different. The footage quality is fine. The real time sink is finding those golden moments that will actually perform well on social media. Then you have to trim them down, slap on captions, and manage all the posting schedules. This is precisely the area where Vizard truly shines and makes a huge difference. It isn't just about fixing video pixels, it's about finding the actual viral content and prepackaging it. So let me walk you through my usual process and explain why it's now essential to my workflow. You simply upload that long video file directly into the platform to get started. Vizard immediately analyzes everything and pulls out all the high engagement moments automatically. It hands you back a stack of short clips that are essentially draft ready for immediate posting. From those suggestions, you can jump in to tweak, add finalized captions, or select the best thumbnail. Then you either export the final product or let Vizard handle queuing it up across all your social channels. The best part is that this whole process requires absolutely no babysitting from you. No more manually slicing through hours upon hours of redundant footage just to find one good soundbite. That capability alone has genuinely saved me hours, sometimes even days, on massive client projects. My first impressions were that the interface is incredibly clean and intuitive. It feels like it was built specifically for creators, not for highly specialized engineers. You can easily drag and drop your media right into the project window. Alternatively, you can import directly from a link, which is super handy sometimes. Batch uploading is also supported, which is clutch when dealing with multiple episodes or shows. Once uploaded, Vizard scans the entire video and returns a list of suggested clips in just a few minutes. These suggestions aren't just random pieces of the content, mind you. The AI is intelligently looking for spikes in audio energy, like sudden laughter or strong exclamations. It also factors in intense face reactions, quick camera zooms, and other key engagement signals. Crucially, it ranks those moments by their predictive potential for virality across social feeds. Consider a common scenario: a 2-hour interview with a creator who had a few absolute golden lines buried inside. Instead of manually scrubbing through that entire recording, Vizard delivered a dozen ready candidate clips. It also smartly generated captions automatically based on the full transcript data. Plus, it even suggested punchy, engaging openers tailored to fit the segment's context. From those AI suggestions, I just picked what resonated, trimmed a second or two, and the clip was essentially done. There was zero need to export to a separate captioning tool or fiddle with time codes manually. Now, this is certainly not a magic button that makes every single clip instantly broadcast perfect. You still absolutely want to review the output and maybe tweak the specific tone or call to action. But compared to the slow manual process, the speed increase is exponentially noticeable. Because the iteration is so fast, you can test multiple versions of the exact same moment instantly. Think one 15-second hook for TikTok, a 30-second version for Instagram Reels, and a 60-second highlight for YouTube Shorts. All of these variations come from the single long-form asset in just a matter of minutes. A question I constantly hear is, how does this compare to those fancy video quality enhancers? That's a totally fair question, because those tools are great for fixing visual image problems. They'll sharpen edges, reduce distracting grain, or boost the overall footage resolution significantly. However, those enhancers do nothing to help you actually identify where the valuable content lives. Furthermore, many of those pixel enhancers can be quite expensive or bog down your system on long batches. Vizard's entire focus is fundamentally different and actually complements that visual work perfectly. Think of the enhancers as the cleanup crew, and Vizard as the content curator and the publisher all in one. When comparing to other automated clipping platforms, some lock you into a rigid, inflexible workflow. Others provide auto-editing, but the resulting output often ends up looking completely formulaic and unnatural. Vizard manages to strike a really nice, effective balance between automation and creative control. The AI-driven edits are surprisingly thoughtful, preserving the original context and punchlines intact. The suggestions it provides usually sound human and conversational, not robotic or stiff. The built-in scheduling tools offer great flexibility for setting your required posting cadence. You simply define how often you want content on Instagram or TikTok, and it cues the best clips. This is perfect for creators who need a steady content stream without having to do manual daily planning. Let's dive into the specifics of what happens right after you finish the initial upload step. Vizard immediately presents you with that initial list of AI-suggested clips ready for review. Clicking on any suggestion drops you straight into a focused mini editor experience. In this editor, the AI has already pre-populated the captions and applied a basic clean style template. It even gives you an instant thumbnail crop suggestion based on the strongest visual in that segment. You still have the power to easily adjust the in and out points with simple drag handles. You can tweak any text elements, swap out the default font, or even change the background music track. Once you are happy with the result, you hit export for an MP4 or send it directly to the posting queue. The auto schedule feature is genuinely one of those low-key life-changing additions to a creator's toolkit. You define your desired posting frequency, like 3 clips per week across your main platforms. The system then intelligently queues up the clips it predicts will perform the best based on platform data. You retain the full ability to override any scheduled item, rearrange the lineup, or simply pause the whole process. It truly feels like handing your entire social calendar over to a smart, knowledgeable assistant. Next up is the content calendar, which is where the highly organized creators will really start grinning. This view consolidates all your queued posts into one easy-to-read calendar layout. From there, you can preview the captions, check out the thumbnail choices, and drag things around to reschedule. If you manage multiple client channels, this unified view keeps every single promotional cycle organized in one place. This visibility is super helpful when you need to plan your content around big product launches or industry events. The underlying audio transcription engine deserves its own separate moment of praise because it is so solid. It's not always literally perfect, but it is exceptionally fast and saves monumental time on preparation. The captions themselves are fully customizable, and style templates ensure your clips look native to each platform. For any creator who relies on on-screen captions for engagement, this feature is a massive time advantage. Let's touch quickly on the practical aspects of speed and the associated cost structure. Vizard does offer a trial period, which I always insist you use on a real project before fully committing. Compared to many high-end manual editing pipelines, this tool is incredibly cost-effective when you calculate the saved labor time. When stacked against niche competitors that charge high monthly fees for limited exports, Vizard's plans are far more adaptable. It's designed for creators who need to scale their publishing volume without sacrificing their creative oversight. Now, I won't pretend the software is magically flawless in every single aspect. Sometimes the AI will suggest a clip that needs just a tiny bit more preceding context to land properly. Or maybe the suggested headline could definitely be sharpened up to be a little punchier for grabbing attention. Occasionally, the auto caption timing might need just a quick, minor nudge to be absolutely perfect. But honestly, these are incredibly small tweaks compared to going through the entire manual cutting marathon. Because the revision cycle is so fast, iterating on those small points becomes completely painless. Also, if you are obsessed with extremely fine-grained color grading or heavy visual effects, you'll still need your NLE. Vizard is designed to be the express lane to social-ready content, not necessarily the final stop for cinematic mastering. Let's use a practical, real-world example to show the return on investment here. I took one 90-minute panel discussion and uploaded the entire asset into the system. Vizard immediately returned a selection of 18 distinct suggested clips for me to check out. It applied the auto captions and suggested optimal thumbnail crops for every single one of those suggestions. I reviewed and polished just 5 of those clips, and each one took me approximately 5 minutes to finalize. From there, I set this auto schedule to drip feed those 5 clips out over a 2-week period consistently. By the end of that second week, our channel engagement had demonstrably increased because we were constantly publishing relevant clips. This is a massive win compared to just uploading that single long video that nobody watched completely. If you are a solo creator struggling to manage content and community simultaneously, this tool is a drastic workload reducer. For agencies needing a high, steady output of short-form material for various clients, the efficiency gain is huge. This technology isn't about replacing talented editors, let's be clear on that point. It's about making the editor's valuable time significantly more valuable by removing the tedious parts. You get to dedicate your hours toward crafting the core message and overall content strategy. Stop spending all your time manually cutting every single clip from scratch if you don't have to. My final takeaway is this: if long-form to short-form conversion is crushing your pipeline, you should absolutely try Vizard. Test the trial with one of your own real long-form assets and see the auto-editing in action for yourself. Then, seriously compare that experience against the hours you currently spend doing it all manually. Or compare it to the retainer cost of paying someone else to do that laborious clipping by hand every month. Vizard isn't just another marginal enhancement tool for your arsenal. It is fundamentally a workflow accelerator designed for creators who demand consistent content without the endless grind. If this breakdown was helpful in showing you a better way, please hit that like button right now. And subscribe if you want to keep seeing more breakdowns of productivity tools just like this one. I promise I will continue testing all this new software so you don't have to waste your time finding the gems. Alright everyone, I will catch you in the next video. Go out there and make something incredible. And remember to let the AI handle all of that tedious, necessary busy work from now on.